So yeah, that's despicable. And like 8 to 9 years, free people got um, independent unions, representatives of independent unions. Gennady Fedunich, 9 years. Vasily Beresnev, 9 years. Vyacheslav Oreshko, 8 years. Some of them even got, like, two of them got even like a intense regime. Like some, like there is apparently this like a common or like general regime and some more strict one. So two of them even got strict regimes. Why? Again, extremist fucking activities, which is basically protesting and basically urging people to protest. Hate speech, essentially, or something like that. Inciting feud. Apparently, we have in our criminal codex even that kind of shit, and call to sanctions, which all of these things are correct. And so by extension, remember I was just fucking talking about this. So by extension, because I essentially I agree with all of what they were saying. Well, I don't know what they were saying exactly, but judging by those fucking by those articles of criminal codex, this is my time as well, easily. So that's why I don't want to fucking ever do any videos or anything with me in the frame. I don't ever want to say my name, my real name. I don't want to ever show my picture or anything like that until I am able to escape this fucked up place. So yeah. Another even more insane and harsher jail time got people from Gomel region, from Svetlogorsk. Oleg Molchanov, Dmitry Avich, Denis Dikun. 21, 22, and 23 years. And the court was closed court. So nobody was allowed to be there to show this process to people, to witness it themselves, to record it, nothing like that. What they've done, I think, at the beginning of the war, I'm pretty sure they tried to damage or destroy either railways themselves, with which Russian forces basically were bringing their equipment closer to the border of Ukraine and trying to attack Ukraine, or damage basically the like control boards and things like that. So not destroying the tracks themselves, but destroying the equipment that controls basically how the trains are going and how the lights are operating, things like that, right? And they're basically they've been given insane, like, imagine. And by the way, nobody died. Like no civilian died. No civilian like trains were damaged. No one was injured really. They just they just basically destroyed this switch, like relay board, basically, in this in this like relay box, basically. And for this they've got 20 to 23 years. How fucking insane is that? By the way, I don't think they will sit 20 years. There is no way. There is absolutely no fucking way. Both Putler and fucking Peterführer, there's no fucking way they will last that long. And once these regimes will have fallen, all these people will be free and they will be hailed as true heroes. True heroes. because they have been fucking trying to prevent Russia to transfer even more of their equipment to Ukraine at the first, like in February and March, in the first like days even of the invasion. These are true heroes. Unfortunately, I don't see their pictures here, but yeah. Okay, well. Anyway, and once again, the thing that I'm reading called Zerkalo, it's previously known as Tutbai, the Belarusian, like one of the most famous Belarusian news portals and so on and so forth, who was completely exiled from the country, banned in the country, and now they're operating basically under a different name, under another name, Zerkalo, which means mirror in English. And this resource is also banned in Russia. That's why I have to use proxy basically to actually even read those things. So yeah, that's the thing. That's the life in true dictatorship fucking states. You get 8 to 9 years for doing your union work and actually telling your, not constituents, but like your people who you represent. If you're a representative of a union, you're talking to your workers and saying to use their power to withhold their labor. This whole country, every country, all the time, and I've talked about it, about this specific example when I was talking in a previous episode about Iran and the protests in Iran. This is the only thing people can do: withhold their right to labor. Because listen, as much as like the world might lead you to believe that the capitalistic system is the only great and whatnot, it still stands on the shoulders of working people. And in this case, obviously, we're not talking about capitalism, we're talking about dictatorships, absolutely atrocious authoritarian regimes. They also stand on the shoulders of simple working people. And if those people decide they will not work, you can't force them to work. I mean, you can try, but at some point you will have to have more cops, like way more cops, or at least like number of cops should be close to police, whatever, close to the number of people. And I mean, in that case, how the fuck are you gonna actually pay to those police and force fucking enforcer or whatever the fuck? Anyway, so yeah, that's the news from Belarus. Atrocious country. Will not recommend to be here, to be born here, to live here. No. Absolutely atrocious garbage. So yeah, I hope everybody can escape from here, and I truly hope all these regimes will fail, will fall. Russia will disassemble into many, many different states. Belarus will be free finally. And yeah, I hope 2023 will give us this great news finally. To see the fall of these atrocious regimes will be such a blessing, such a relief, really. Such an amazing feeling and thing to witness, at least for me personally. Because I despise and hate them with all my guts. Okay.